Hey everyone! Welcome to challenging but essential English words American students learn. These are the real words that advanced American middle school students study, straight from Wordly Wise book. It's one of the vocabulary books many American students study to build stronger reading, writing, and speaking skills. In this lesson, we'll explore how people behave, feel, and respond in real life through words that describe attitude, emotion, and character. For English learners, some of these words might feel a little challenging at first, but once you understand the vocabulary that real American students study, you'll start building the kind of English that helps you not only in daily life, but also in academic and professional settings. So, keep listening, keep reviewing, and let's dive right in. First word, avid. If you're avid, it means you have a strong desire or deep enthusiasm for something. An avid reader doesn't just like books, they love them. An avid gamer can talk about strategy all day. For example, she's an avid tennis player. She practices every morning before school. Similar words are enthusiastic, eager, passionate. Opposite words are indifferent or uninterested. When Americans say someone is avid, it's a compliment. It means you truly care about what you love. Let's hear how people really use it.
You've already read that novel twice?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. I've always been an avid fan of mystery stories.
You watch every single baseball game?
Of course. My dad and I are avid supporters of the Yankees. We never miss a season.
You seem to know a lot about photography lately.
I've been taking online courses. The more I learn, the more avid I become about capturing good shots.
See how avid fits naturally with hobbies, interests, and passions. You can be an avid fan, reader, learner, traveler, photographer, anything you truly love doing. Second word, brusque. If someone is brusque, it means they speak or act in a very short and almost rude way. They don't mean to be mean. They're just very direct. Like when a teacher says, "Sit down," quiet, instead of "Please have a seat." That's brusque. You might hear, his brusque answer surprised everyone. Similar words are abrupt or blunt. Opposites are polite or gentle. Brusque people get straight to the point, but sometimes they forget the kindness part. Let's hear how people really use it.
I asked my boss for feedback and he just said, "Do better next time."
Ouch. That's a bit brusque, but maybe he didn't mean it in a bad way.
The waiter barely looked at us and said, "Order."
Yeah, he was pretty brusque. Maybe he was just having a rough day.
Did you hear how she ended the call? No goodbye, nothing.
Classic brusque style, quick and cold, but that's just her personality.
When someone is brusque, it's about tone, not just words. You can be honest and still polite. Brusque people often forget that balance. Third word, concise. When something is concise, it's short and clear. Nothing extra, just what matters. Think of a slogan like "Speed kills." It's simple, powerful, and unforgettable. Being concise means you respect people's time and attention. Similar words, brief, clear, to the point. Opposites, wordy, rambling. Good communicators are always concise. They make every word count. Let's hear how people really use it.
That presentation was only 5 minutes, but everyone understood the idea.
Exactly. It was short, clear, and perfectly concise.
Can you text me what happened? But make it short, I'm in a meeting.
Got it. I'll be concise. Just the key points.
Your social media post blew up.
Yeah, I think people liked it because it was concise. one sentence, but it said everything.
Being concise doesn't mean saying less. It means saying what's necessary. In English, clarity and brevity always sound confident. Fourth word, demean. To demean someone means to make them feel smaller or less respected. When you insult or embarrass someone, you demean them. For example, don't demean yourself by pretending to be someone you're not. Similar, degrade, belittle. Opposite, honor, uplift, respect. In American culture, people say, "That comment was demeaning," when someone crosses the line of respect. Let's hear how people really use it.
I can't believe he joked about her accent in front of everyone.
Yeah, that was totally demeaning. There's nothing funny about that.
The manager raised his voice during the meeting.
I get that he's stressed, but he doesn't have to demean people to make a point.
Someone left a nasty comment on my post.
Just ignore it, don't let those words demean you. They're not worth it.
To demean isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's hidden in tone, sarcasm, or small remarks. Respect in English conversations often means avoiding demeaning language. Fifth word, despicable. Something despicable deserves strong dislike or even disgust. It's worse than just bad. It's morally wrong. Example, stealing from a friend is a despicable act. Similar, shameful, hateful, vile. Opposite, admirable. You've probably heard of the movie Despicable Me. The title's a joke. The character calls himself despicable, but he's actually lovable. Let's hear how people really use it.
Did you hear he lied to get his coworker fired?
Yeah, that's despicable. I can't stand people who do things like that.
She took credit for the entire project.
That's honestly despicable. Teamwork means nothing to her, I guess.
Some people post hurtful comments online just for attention.
It's despicable how cruel people can be behind a screen.
When you say something is despicable, you're not just saying it's bad. You're saying it's morally disgusting. It's one of the strongest negative words in English, so use it when you really mean it. Sixth word, emulate. To emulate means to follow or imitate someone you admire, to learn from them and try to match their success. For example, young musicians emulate their favorite artists to improve their own style. Similar, imitate, follow, model after. Opposite, ignore. Emulating someone isn't copying. It's learning through admiration and effort. Let's hear how people really use it.
You sound a bit like your English teacher when you explain things.
I guess I'm trying to emulate her style, she makes everything sound so clear.
He always stays calm, even under pressure.
Yeah, that's something I really want to emulate.
You've been watching a lot of Steve Jobs interviews lately.
Yeah, not to copy him, but to emulate how he thinks and presents ideas.
When you emulate someone, you respect their qualities and try to make them your own. It's about growth, not imitation. In American English, it's a word people use when they're inspired. Seventh word, evoke. To evoke means to bring a feeling or memory into your mind. A song can evoke nostalgia. A smell can evoke memories from childhood. Example, that painting evokes a feeling of peace and warmth. Similar, remind, stir up, call forth. Opposite, suppress, forget. Writers and artists love this word. Their goal is to evoke emotion. Let's hear how people really use it.
This song reminds me of summer road trips.
Totally. It evokes such good memories, I can almost feel the sunshine.
Wow, this old photo brings back so many emotions.
Yeah, it really evokes that feeling of childhood innocence.
That movie's soundtrack made me tear up.
Same here. Music like that evokes emotion even without words.
When something evokes emotion, it doesn't create the feeling, it brings it back. It's one of those emotional words that describe how memory connects to the senses. 8th word, excruciating. Something excruciating is extremely painful, physically, emotionally, or even mentally. Example, the wait for the exam results was excruciating. Similar, unbearable, intense. Opposite, mild, tolerable. The word comes from the same root as crucify, so yes, it literally means pain that's almost impossible to endure. Let's hear how people really use it.
I twisted my ankle during practice yesterday.
Oh no! That must have been excruciating, you couldn't even walk, right?
Waiting for the doctor's call took forever.
Tell me about it. That silence was excruciating.
I watched that breakup scene last night.
Yeah, the acting was so real, it was excruciating to watch, I almost cried.
Excruciating isn't just about physical pain. It can describe emotional agony or even awkward moments. It's a strong word, so use it when something feels really hard to bear. 9th word, inaugurate. To inaugurate means to officially begin something important, like a new position, building, or event. Example, the president is inaugurated in January, or the city inaugurated a new art museum last week. Similar, begin, launch, start officially. Opposite, end, close. In America, Inauguration Day marks the start of leadership. Let's hear how people really use it.
Did you see the ceremony at the new community center?
Yeah, the mayor inaugurated it yesterday. It's finally open to the public.
Our school just inaugurated a new science lab.
Really? That's awesome, now we can finally do real experiments.
Tech company inaugurated its first overseas office this month.
Sounds like a big step, kind of like starting a new chapter.
When you inaugurate something, you don't just start it. You officially launch it with a sense of importance. It's often used for ceremonies, leadership, or major projects. 10th word, pervade. When something pervades, it spreads everywhere. A smell, an idea, or a feeling. Example, laughter pervaded the room after the announcement. Similar, fill, spread through. Opposite, fade, disappear. If something pervades, it's not just around you, it's all through the air. Let's hear how people really use it.
As soon as I walked in, the smell of fresh coffee pervaded the whole cafe.
That's the best part of mornings, that warm, comforting aroma.
Everyone seemed nervous before the results came out.
Yeah, that tension just pervaded the entire classroom.
After the concert, this sense of happiness pervaded the crowd.
Totally. You could feel it, everyone was smiling, even strangers.
When you use pervade, you're describing something that completely fills a place, not just physically, but emotionally too. It's a poetic way to show how deeply something spreads. 11th word, proprietor. A proprietor is the owner of a business or property. Example, the cafe proprietor greeted every customer by name. Similar, owner, businessperson. Opposite, employee, customer. It's a formal word, often seen on old shop signs, like Baker & Sons, proprietors, Let's hear how people really use it.
The restaurant feels so welcoming.
Yeah, the proprietor always comes out to chat with the guests. It's his personal touch.
Is this your own store?
Yep, I'm the proud proprietor, started it from scratch 5 years ago.
The hotel's been family-run for generations, right?
Exactly. The same proprietors have owned it since the 1950s.
You'll usually hear proprietor in formal or business contexts. In everyday English, people often just say owner. But proprietor adds a tone of professionalism, like someone who truly runs the place. 12th word, pseudonym. A pseudonym is a fake or alternate name used by a writer or artist. Example: Mark Twain was the pseudonym of Samuel Clemens. Similar, pen name alias. Opposite, real name. Even today, authors, musicians, and online creators often use pseudonyms. It's a way to create freely while staying private. Let's hear how people really use it.
Did you know J.K. Rowling published a crime novel under another name?
Yeah, she used a pseudonym, Robert Galbraith. Pretty clever, right?
I thought your art account was run by someone else.
Nope, that's me. I use a pseudonym so I can post without worrying what people think.
So your gamer tag isn't your real name?
Of course not. It's my pseudonym, makes me feel like I'm in a whole different world.
A pseudonym isn't about hiding, it's about creating. It's your second identity, used to express yourself freely and safely, whether you're a writer, an artist, or a digital creator. 13th word, rebuff. To rebuff means to reject something sharply, like turning down an offer or refusing an apology. Example: the company rebuffed all takeover attempts, or he tried to help, but she rebuffed him with silence. Similar, refuse, reject, snub. Opposite, accept, welcome. A rebuff is a firm no, sometimes polite, but never uncertain. Let's hear how people really use it.
I tried to apologize, but she just walked away.
Wow, that's a real rebuff. She's still upset, I guess.
They offered to help with the project, but the manager said no.
Yeah, he rebuffed their offer. He wants the team to handle it alone.
I texted him to hang out this weekend and he didn't even reply.
Ouch. That's a silent rebuff. Maybe he needs some space.
When someone rebuffs you, it's more than rejection. It's rejection with an edge. It's often used when emotions, pride, or boundaries are involved. 14th word, resilient. Someone who's resilient recovers quickly after difficulties. You fall down, you get up again. Example: after losing the game, the team was resilient. They came back stronger. Similar, strong, flexible, tough. Opposite, fragile, weak. Resilience means inner strength. It's one of the most admired qualities in life. Let's hear how people really use it.
You've been through a lot this year, but you still look hopeful.
Thanks. I'm trying to stay resilient, one step at a time.
I can't believe she started her business again after failing twice.
Yeah, she's one of the most resilient people I know.
The storm destroyed half the town, but everyone's rebuilding already.
That's what I love about this place. The community here is so resilient.
Resilience is one of the most admired traits in American culture. It's about strength with hope, the ability to recover, adapt, and grow. So when someone calls you resilient, it's a true compliment. 15th word, turbulent. If something is turbulent, it's full of motion, chaos, or conflict. Planes hit turbulent air and shake. People go through turbulent times in life. Example, they went through a turbulent period during the divorce. Similar, stormy, restless, unstable. Opposite, calm, peaceful. Turbulent moments test your resilience and show who you really are. Let's hear how people really use it.
The flight was so bumpy. I thought the plane was shaking apart.
Yeah, we hit some really turbulent air over the mountains.
Their friendship has been kind of up and down lately.
True. It's been a turbulent few months, but I think they'll work it out.
The last few years have been pretty turbulent for the whole world.
Definitely, so many changes, but maybe we're becoming stronger through it all.
When you describe something as turbulent, you're saying it's unstable, but full of energy. It's a powerful word for moments of change, in the sky, in life, or in yourself. Great job! You made it all the way to the end of Lesson 1. You've just learned 15 challenging, but truly essential English words. That's a big step toward mastering natural, confident English. Keep reviewing these words, listen again, and try using them in your own sentences. The more you use them, the more natural they'll sound. If this video helped you learn something new, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the next lesson in this series. And one more thing, if there was something you found especially helpful, or if you have any ideas on how we can make these lessons even better, please leave a comment below. Your feedback really helps us create better videos for you. You're doing great. Keep going, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next lesson.